Please work. Please work. I think it's working. I'm live. I was gonna say where I am, but maybe people can guess where I am. Oh, I should open up the chat. Let me open up the chat. Okay, chat is now open. Hello to people who have not yet arrived. I'm gonna play this mysterious, dark, solid rectangle tournament. I think this is a classical arena. It's a classical shield arena. There is just under 5 hours left. It's 20 minutes plus 10-second increment. That's actually a reasonable time control for what I want to do. I might just play one game and then talk to people or talk about the game and try and break into the top 1,000. It's over 2,100 players playing this. Playing Waywardess. Rated 1705, question mark. Let's play, what do I want to play? Let's play normal chess. I forgot I still have this blindfold tool thing, but I'm not going to play blindfold. Even though I could play blindfold, I won't. We have a Ponziani! I used to play this, and I teach this a lot. It's a fun opening to teach. White's plan is very straightforward. To play this move, d4. And now I might go into the tank, because I have so many things I can play against a Ponziani. I mean, there's two kind of main lines. There's knight f6 and there's d5. And d5 is probably the most reputable. But there's an interesting line I think I want to go into, which starts with knight f6. And there's a line I want to play which some people claim that it just refutes the Ponziani. Unfortunately, my opponent's not going into it. Maybe I'll have to show it afterwards. The line was d4, knight takes, d5, bishop c5 with a piece sacrifice. That would have been really fun. But queen c2 is a bit, seems a bit off. But I have to be careful. I'm realizing if I play bishop c5, I'm allowing this move. So I should probably calculate. Bishop c5, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, d4. I lose back a piece. So bishop c5, knight takes e5, there's bishop takes f2. Knight takes e5, bishop takes f2, king takes f2, knight takes e5, d4. Not sure how great that is for me. I mean, I have knight fg4, king g1, but the queen controls f2. I also have d5 here. Maybe d5 is the way to go. Because bishop c5, it's inviting too many tricks with this or this even. Like b4, b5. I think d5 is, I mean, much safer and probably just stronger too. And this will facilitate development. Hello to people in the chat. People are in the chat. And they're saying hello. Wait, Eric, were you here? Wait, Eric, where were you earlier? Where was I earlier? How much earlier? Like a few minutes ago, or a few hours ago, or a few days ago? Oh, you're probably referring to the stream title. Yeah, I've been out of the country for... How long was it? It was July 29th through August 8th. So a good 9 to 10 days. I was in Canada. I was playing a tournament in Montreal. It was a 5-day tournament, and then I stayed a few more days to enjoy Canada, enjoy the food, the poutine, the fresh Canadian air. Chess bras were in town for a little bit. Okay, d3. So I still want to play this move, but there's still like this thing to worry about. I don't think it's that strong. Still have to calculate. Still have to worry about b4 too. I could take and then play bishop c5. Probably taking this position a bit too seriously. There's a lot of natural developing moves. I mean, a5 is also a move. a5 discouraging b4. I'm actually tempted to play that. And then we have like a reverse old Indian. Let's play that, a5. It's a weird move. I feel like it's the type of move a lot of players would not consider. But it's positional. White's playing kind of passively, so I want to play restrictively. Chibato from Chicago. Red Pixel from the Netherlands. Hofnagels is back. Stockvis is back in Budapest at the Sziget Festival. Never heard of that. But I have heard of Budapest. The city and the opening. We have Greece in the house. Yeah, Montreal was a very nice city. Rosen, you go to the gym. So you're asking me if I work out. I joined Orange Theory, which is, I think it's considered a gym. It's like a membership workout thing where you have 1 hour like high intensity group trainings. I signed up for 8 classes a month, so it's still new for me. I play tennis. I played tennis today. I played US Open tennis for chess players. I still want to play this move. Bishop c5, knight takes e5. Takes d4. I could take on e4 then. Actually, that looks nice, and I win a pawn. Yeah, let's play bishop c5. Playing actively. I used a lot of time, but okay, this is classical chess. You meet Chess Bras. Yeah, I saw Chess Bras. It's hard to miss them if you go to Canada. They're all over the place. h3, let's castle. I can't spend too much time on every move, just have to play quickly on moments that aren't so critical. Rook e8 is very normal. Getting my standard setup. Soaking Wetsai, thanks for subbing. I'm really far behind in the chat. Like I'm slowly scrolling down, but it's taking a while. Why don't I play Arena Kings events? I played like the majority of Arena Kings this past season. I missed a few due to traveling, and also I was playing a tournament for a week. Knight f1. Knight f1 seems slow. I mean, it's typical. White wants to do this, bishop g5, maybe attack me. What to do? I play a4. It's a question like how I actually use my lead in development. This f2 seems very tender. Dreaming of my queen going to a7 could be an interesting maneuver. Could play h6 to stop bishop g5, but h6 allows maybe g4, g5. I mean, there's this move, which could be interesting as well. What else to do? Pawn b5, pawn d4. Just trying to identify like all the resources. Play knight e7 to g6. I've stopped looking at the chat, by the way. I'm trying to focus on what to do here. I want some plan. Like, I like my position, but it could be better. I mean, bishop e6 is kind of normal. This reminds me of a game I played a year ago in Romania against GM Mora Ryu, who crushed me. He played very slowly in the opening. I played h6 too early, and then he destroyed me with g4, g5. Dude114, thanks for resubbing. Still trying to stay focused. Bishop e6, knight g5 kind of annoys me. Knight g5. And maybe allow taking on e6. I mean, d4 is also very thematic. There's a game Carlsen was black against Nicholas Rosenthal, where they had structure like this and he just played d4, got some space advantage. d4, c4, then I have knight b4. Not sure if that leads to much. Knight b4, queen d1, a4. Maybe it's pleasant though. Let's play d4. If pawn takes, I have knight b4, or no, I have bishop b4 and then takes on d4. Yeah. Okay, I need a tissue. I'll be right back. BRB. Okay, I'm really behind in the chat. Oh man. Hello from Maine, says Groovius. You're making cocktails. You're making cocktails. Are you, wait, are you at the US Open? Because if you're nearby, maybe I would request something. Amar Sinaga from Malaysia. I was there like 9 months ago. Malaysia was a very nice country. Good food. Let's take probably. Or do I play a4 first? I mean, if I take... Queen can't take, but the pawn can take. So I feel like I should try to go for a4, a3. And this pin doesn't really annoy me. Yeah, let's do this. And again, if takes, I have bishop b4. Yeah, h6 was a move I didn't really want to play. This was a Ponziani. Uncle Vinny from Seattle, welcome. Oh, you're making cocktails in the Netherlands. Okay, never mind. I was also in Netherlands a few times over the years. Another nice country. So white plays a3, which weakens b3. First move that comes to mind, maybe a couple moves like this and this, also this. If white takes on d4, I still have bishop takes d4. Yeah, let's play bishop e6. Really just trying to improve the position with every move. It's hard to open the center like completely. So white's king is safe. But if I keep improving, hopefully someday I'll have tactics. I currently have nothing to drink, but I finished one of those really unhealthy, like Starbucks, like latte sugar caffeine drinks in a glass bottle. So I'll have energy for the next like 45 minutes, hopefully. Oh, CC1D, thanks for subbing with Twitch Prime. I look old-fashioned. Does that make me old? Or does that make me fashionable? Saying boo Starbucks is not acceptable on this stream. I love Starbucks. I usually get like healthier things sometimes. It is hard to get healthy stuff at Starbucks though. So many drinks with so much sugar. C4. I would love to en passant. If this were chess 24, maybe I could en passant. C4. Explosive, but closing everything down. I mean, in positions like this, I think it's very important to identify like the potential pawn breaks. For black, I think there's two clear ones. There's potentially f5 or b5. I think it makes sense to go for b5. And the question is how to best execute it. Because I can't really play b5 right away. My bishop on c5 is not defended. I could start with rook a5. Start with knight a5. It's interesting. Knight a5 looks too exotic. There's a few things I have to do. There's one move that comes to mind I kind of like, which is bishop e7. Idea of knight d7 to c5. A knight should be on c5, not a bishop. Let's play bishop e7. Old fashions are very fashionable currently. Okay. Oh, like an old-fashioned drink. Ah. Knight h2. What is my opponent trying to do? Knight g4 maybe? Or trying to castle? Let's go for this. Oh, maybe I would take with knight to get this knight to f4. In closed positions, it's very important to just see how the knights can dance and essentially identify like best squares for the knights. Because black has time. Lots of time to maneuver. Let's play this. Knight b3, probably coming at some point. Still going to take a few moves to prepare b5. I might want the queen on c5. Like knight b3, I should probably play f6 here. Just reinforce everything, because this is a target. Bam. W brother bought some stuff from Amazon just today. But what kind of stuff? If you don't regret it, that's good though. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can get free shipping. And subscribe to me. Hey, Zephyr Zated knows what's up. The F6 bam emote. That's Ben Feingold's least favorite emote. Wait, Lichess looks more crisp on my screen? Wait, your Lichess looks more crisp on my screen than Lichess when I play it. So you're watching on Twitch. When you mean crisp, is it like higher resolution? Or it's... I mean, maybe it could be like the dark theme versus a light theme? I don't know. I had to reduce the bitrate like substantially because the upload speed here is like 2 or 3 megabits per second. What does this move? Knight h2. Wants to play f4 probably. If I play h5, does that just win a knight? That wins a knight. Right? Okay, white could win 2 pawns, but okay, winning a knight in a position like this will feel very nice. Have you ever had a position where you thought you were losing and then your opponent resigned? Probably not in a tournament. I've seen premature resignations before. I can't think of any like specific instance. Okay, I was expecting knight takes f6 followed by bishop takes h5. And this also is probably playable, but okay, I'm winning a piece. Okay, so white's gonna argue that there's still some attack. Which is true, these pawns are somewhat menacing. Maybe I should take, facilitate some trades. Opens up e5 square. And the bishop can come in. Yeah, this was my worst bishop when I had this pawn chain. So if it can trade off, that'll be very nice. I would take with queen. Yeah, the center is opening up. I'm up a piece. What about g5? Just so you can use the emote? G5. I don't know. I'm not in the mood to push pawns in front of my king. I mean, it attacks a bishop, but I don't know what it does beyond that. Like, white would retreat, and then like pawns can't move backwards. It weakens f6 permanently. Not all attacking moves are like good moves. Even when it's g5. I'm sure I'll play g5 at some point this game. Especially if love-hate chess arrives. Wow, castling queenside. So now b5 looks enticing. And maybe I can rook lift. There's a good number of attacking ideas. Knight b4 stuff. And rook a6 to b6. Trying to think. I should really start with b5. Let's play b5. Okay, I don't even win the pawn back right away, but I think the fact that I'm opening up the diagonal is very valuable. Actually, yeah, if takes, I have bishop b3. It's just crushing. Yeah, this is my first classical game on chess in a long time. Can't remember the last time I played classical chess. I feel like if I play one game, then I'll be on the leaderboard. Okay, always play king b1. I could take, I could push. Both options look very attractive. Let's push. I mean, yeah, king b1 kind of invites a rook to the b file, but like what else to do? The king was going to be attacked anyway. Like knight b3 was coming. If takes, bishop b3 was coming. Queen f4 if necessary. So now it's going to be a party on the king side. Yeah, the combination of the knights, the rooks, queen and bishop still have some influence. I mean, if I had to guess like the final move, if I'm like gonna end the game with mate, it could very well be something like queen takes a3. Or knight b3 mate. Let's open the file first. Yeah, if people want to guess a final checkmating move, what will it be? Ooh. Yeah, queen takes a3 is becoming more realistic at this point. I think my threat is something like knight takes e4. I have to be a little bit tricky in the way I do this, though. So if I take on e4, he takes on b3. How do I do this? I mean, there's an interesting forcing line, rook takes a3, which wins like a boatload of material. So close. I think what I'll just play a quiet move. I mean, there's so many ways to just like destroy, but I'm gonna play rook a b8 because if takes, then I just win the queen. And meanwhile, I still want to move the knight and then have queen takes a3. Yeah, so let's take on e4. This also has ideas of this. This is not so easy. I mean, this is just over, but I'm happy that like a few moves ago I said queen takes a3 could be the final move, back when it was still questionable. I like the suggestions or the guesses in the chat. Queen a3. GG. I had rook a3 too. Could have made some other people happy, like Schnebler. That would have taken less energy to move the mouse. Good job, Red Pixel, predicting the future. Yeah, my opponent played chess. I actually, probably a lot of people joined the stream like after the opening, but I was mentioning at the beginning that I was kind of hoping for this line after d4 takes d5. This is a main line. And if Black were to play 97, which is the most common move, I think it's very playable for white. And this is what I teach the students from the white side. But there's a slightly lesser known move here, which is very tricky. And there's a lot of computer preparation that can go into it. It's bishop c5. Okay, white has won a lot of the top games. But if you turn on the engine, like, it won't fully understand what's going on. I think it says like approximate equal, but then you have to like dig like 10 to 15 moves deep to try and come to some conclusion. But it's a fascinating variation where after it takes, bishop takes f2, king e2, and then I believe bishop b6 is a computer move. I mean, this can be very high level opening preparation. And I'll admit I don't know too much beyond this. I remember like studying this several months ago. But it's something that I would be terrified to play as white. And I think this is why this is probably one of the reasons why Ponziani like isn't so popular, is because of this line. Red Pixel going to bed. Good night. Probably in Europe somewhere, I assume. Oh, probably said, was it Netherlands? Someone is from the Netherlands. Oof is late. Yeah, Netherlands. Welcome, Oof. If you're just joining, I'm sharing my opening novelty secrets, even though this isn't a novelty. It's not so well known. And if you're an e5 player as black, you should have some idea what to play against Ponziani. And can highly recommend learning this, because a lot of players just won't know bishop c5, and things can go south for white very quickly. Love Hate Chess in the chat. I said your name like a couple minutes ago. There's an opportunity for me to play g5 in this position. Someone suggested g5, but I didn't play it because you weren't here. Also, it wasn't the best move. So this is going to be a relatively quick stream.